I have one off the top of my head.
Okay, what is
It's
it?
going to sound really weird.
Okay.
So bear with me, okay?
I will.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm not sure, but go
You're
ahead.
not. Okay, I'm going to start talking, and you're going to be like, this is really weird. But it's going to get normal. It's going to normalize afterwards, okay?
Okay, sure.
That was a hell of a way to introduce.
I like the disclaimer, though. That's
Okay, so sometimes when I use the restroom, the
good.
Want to take it away?
So, I am just checking to see if we got any.
You haven't even
user
introduced the show yet.
Hey.
The show.
All
Hello,
right, you go ahead.
everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of the TIMEBAT show. I'm TimeAces,
And I'm Bat Snacks.
and here's the show. We're not together anymore, unfortunately.
No, I am back from Austin, and
We had a good trip.
I had a good trip. It was really fun. We got to hang out and do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little later. But first, you have something important to tell me.
Well, I was just checking our email account to see if anyone had emailed us some questions for this show, and I noticed that the Florida Anime Experience has sent us an email, and I'm opening it right now.
Have they invited us to the Florida Anime Experience?
One, I think it's an advertisement,
Oh, well.
but okay, Florida Anime Experience 2017, April 7th through 9th, in Kissimmee, Florida.
Kissimmee.
Yeah, Kissimmee.
So they are inviting us to the Anime Experience.
It's not a personalized invitation.
But it is
But,
an invitation. We can go.
But we can go. We'll just show up and we
like,
can
we
go
got-
to the desk and be like,
we got your
hey,
email.
we got your invitation. We're the TimeBat Show,
I'm TimeAces.
and I'm Bat Snacks. And can you direct us to our panel,
Our booth.
our booth?
And wait, we're gonna wear shirts, like custom shirts that have our faces on them.
We can
But like our logo, the black and
Yeah.
white thing. You know what I mean?
yes.
And we'll just be wearing those, and we'll have our business cards, and we'll just be throwing them at everyone that we see.
That's a really good idea.
Right?
I mean, they invited us. That's what this email means.
They did. I mean, yeah.
Look, they sent it directly to us. There's not even like other people CC'd on this
How
email.
did they get our email?
I went to an anime convention like semi recently.
But did you like put our email in there or something?
Our email address is on our business cards.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And I did pass out a lot of those.
So they're like, oh, these guys are good. We want them for our convention. And
I don't think that's how it happened.
it is.
I think they just added our name to a distribution list, but no, it's a personalized invitation, and we're gonna go.
Let's do it.
Road trip
All
to
right,
Kissimmee.
I'll put that on my list of things to do.
Yes.
Kissimmee, Florida Anime Convention.
So that's our first live show coming up in April in Kissimmee, Florida. It's a big step.
At the anime convention.
Yeah.
I knew it would be an anime convention, didn't you? Like I figured.
Yeah.
Even though I don't even like anime anymore. I figured.
Yeah, I haven't watched an anime in...
years.
Actually, I watched One Punch Man. That was a really good anime, but still, that's like a few years old.
Yeah. Yeah, of course our first live show would be at an anime convention. Anyway, so yeah, you left on Sunday.
Yes, I left on Christmas
You were here a whole
Day.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we recorded the live episode like the first day. And
Yeah.
we didn't record any other episodes. We said we would, but we didn't.
Yeah.
Because we were doing too much stuff.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy your trip here?
It was a really good trip. There's really good food in Austin.
We
and
ate
that's
way
what
too
we
much
s-
food.
That's what we spent most of our time doing.
Remember when we were gonna record a second episode like the second day?
Yeah.
But the good thing was that like we went to Franklin, which is the barbecue place here that has like a really like long 4-hour line, and then we got back and we were like, I don't want to move.
Do anything.
I don't want to move for like
Ever
12
again.
hours. Yeah.
Yes, we ordered 2.5 pounds of meat. I think.
had
and
to throw.
2 pints of sides.
Speaking of which, I had to throw some of that away. Because,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just
Like, I would normally eat the leftovers, but we were so busy eating other stuff.
Well, the problem was, like, we were gonna order, like, a reasonable amount of food.
Yes.
But then we got up to the front, and one of us was smelling it or something, and we're like, let's just double it, just for fun or whatever. And then
I mean, when you're waiting for 4 hours to eat,
true.
and you're like smelling it for half the time.
Yeah, for those that don't know, there's a barbecue restaurant here that is only open for lunch, and they're really only open until they've run out of food. And almost every day there's a line, like a long line. And the day we went, the line, sometimes you just don't even get any food because the line is so long. But the day we went, we were almost guaranteed that we were going to get food. We had to wait in the line for the entire time. So we waited 4 hours or something?
Yeah, we waited from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Yeah. It was really fun. We didn't bring anything to do.
Nope.
But this nice old couple was talking to us, remember?
Yeah, I remember. They were nice.
He was from Florida or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, he showed us pictures of beaches.
The Keys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, see? And we brought a pack of cards that was missing 2 cards in it. That was my big, this is what we'll do to pass the time. But it didn't have 8s and 10s. Anyway, what was your favorite restaurant here, since we're on the topic?
Probably Taco Deli.
I told you it was good. We ate a lot of tacos.
I know that's kind of like a fast, not really restaurant kind of thing. Like, we went to some nice restaurants, but Taco Deli was still my favorite.
It is good. We have good tacos. Mm-hmm. We went there 3 times, accidentally.
Yes.
Because of you. Anyway, so yeah, we had a good... It was fun. And the other thing we didn't tell our listeners that we did, we played a crap ton of video games because, video games are fun, obviously.
Yep. And we didn't record any of it.
Do you remember? The second to last day, we played Super Mario 3D World.
Yeah.
We marathoned it.
Yeah, we beat it in one sitting.
One sitting. It was 6 hours or something. I don't know. It was long. Mm-hmm. But we played the entirety of the game, and you had never played it before, right? At all.
No, that was my first time.
Yeah, and so you had no idea what to expect in that game. And for those of you who haven't played Super Mario 3D World, with multiple people, it can be a chaotic mess of a game, in a good way. And, I don't know.
And it was.
That would have been one of the most amazing things to record. But we chose not to, I guess. I don't know.
We had all the necessary equipment. I mean, we had a capture card. We had 2 mics. We had several computers.
We were ready. We were ready to go. Halfway through, remember, we were talking about doing a podcast that day.
We were no, but this is too much fun.
Halfway through playing Super Mario 3D World, I was like, this is really fun, right? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, did you want to record a podcast today? And you're like, no, this is more fun. And then we just did not connect the dots of hey, we could just stream this
as content.
But we didn't do that because we don't think that way, I guess.
No.
Even though that was would have been a really good idea. Just trust us, it was really funny.
That was a really hilarious, beautiful 6 hours, and could have been amazing content.
And you killed me 8,000 times, but yeah. Yes. But it's gone. It's in our memory. Just trust us, it was really funny.
It was good.
It was great. You can retroactively dream about it and think how good it was, because it was that good. Okay, do you want to do some weird news stories before we go into the questions this week, or what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, I do.
I have a lot of animal ones this week.
Those are my favorite ones.
I know, that's why I got them. I feel like I'm looking for stuff that's animal related just for you now. So the first one is a little raunchy, and it's also the worst one. So I'll get it.
And it deals with animals.
And it deals with animals. All of our favorite things are our 3 favorite things. It's raunchy, it's not very good, and it deals with animals. So this little boy drew a picture of Santa's reindeer.
Oh, good.
And why are you saying, oh, good?
I mean, you said just keep going.
You know, Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, blah 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 blah. Like
Yeah.
in the stables, assuming Santa has like stables or something.
Okay.
And the picture, he's not a very good artist because he's only 6. But the picture's basically just of their heads, like the reindeers' heads. And the heads look surprisingly like a member of the male anatomy.
Okay.
Like, a lot. Like,
Did he?
They're basically just that with antlers.
So they were shaped that way enough that it made the news, pretty much.
Well, someone like tweeted it, and then the news picked it up. Yeah.
Oh, I really want to see this picture.
Well, I'll link it to you. But just imagine, like, so the long end is like the nose,
Yes.
and then the balls are like the ears and the eye parts, and the antlers are attached to that section.
Oh, and there are multiple. I'm assuming there's.
Oh
like
yeah,
one for-
there's like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
or
Connor
something.
and Cupid
Yeah,
and
there's a
Donner
lot.
and Vixen.
They're all the gang's all there,
They're all there.
and they all look a little different, like a regular penis. You know,
That's good.
different styles and lengths.
All different shapes and sizes.
One's a little bigger, one's smaller. One's kind of weird, like kind of messed up looking, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that happened.
that's a good story.
I'll show you the picture, but just know I did. You know, if you didn't know if you can draw anything in the shape of a penis, the answer is yes. I think if you had the gumption to do it, you can do it. You can make anything look like a penis, even a reindeer.
Yes,
You know,
with antlers.
with antlers. Even like the antlers make it even more. I don't know. They do something to it. The best part, like, is that, and I can't show you the picture, but like, it has eyes and a mouth, right? And the
Okay.
eyes are like on the balls, and the mouth is basically in the middle of the shaft, right?
Oh, good.
And then it's got antlers on the top of the head, which are the balls. And then on the
Okay.
bottom of the penis is like the nose.
Oh, the nose is on the bottom of the penis.
But that just makes it look more like a penis. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Anyway, I'll link you the picture and I'll tweet it after this. It's quite good.
It's definitely something you should tweet.
The second news story is about Australia, our favorite place on
Yes.
Earth. So a giant Australian fur seal, was spotted roaming the streets of Newstead, Australia on Monday. And he was just kind of chilling on a couple cars, and he had a favorite Toyota that he sat on. And this is just a par for the course, I guess, in Australia.
Yeah. How big is this kind of seal?
Oh, it's real big. Like,
It's a
I can't really tell. I mean, it's a big,
it's a big seal.
He's a big guy. He's probably like 500, 600 pounds. You know, he's a big guy.
yeah.
Yeah, he's just chilling. Like, he's on the car, right? And he's kind of
Yes.
on one side, and you can see the car, like, tipping. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he's big enough to, like, do that. So he's not small. He's a large seal. But, I don't know. Do we have anything in America that, like, would do something similar to that? We have,
On
like,
top of a car?
we have, like, elk that roam around sometimes, right?
Yeah, sometimes deer will run into your car.
Nothing that'll just chill out on the car, though.
We have gators in Florida, but they don't really
They don't
get
get on
on
your
top
car.
of things.
That would be scary if there was an alligator on your car.
Yeah, I would be like, well, how did he get up there?
Well, he crawled, obviously.
They don't have very big legs, though.
Gators,
Yeah.
yeah, they can't really do anything very well, but they have
No.
They have sharp teeth. They can run pretty fast, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
I guess it's because like their legs like move really quick because they're like flabby. It's almost
Yeah.
like a. I don't even know how to describe it.
It's like a turtle.
Yeah,
Sort of.
yeah, but like they can move them like they can like real quick, and then they
Yeah.
propel themselves forward. But they can't change direction for shit. So, here's a good tip: if you're ever getting chased by an alligator, what do you do? Do you know the answer to this?
I know what they tell you to do, but that's the wrong answer.
What do you mean it's the wrong answer?
You're not supposed to run zigzags.
But that's what I've heard growing up in Florida, that's always what I heard.
Okay,
zigzags.
well, like, picture this. You're running in zigzags, and the gator is running straight.
Sure.
So he's going to catch you.
You're just slowing your eventual...
Yes, you should run just as fast as you can in the other direction.
Okay, well, maybe... Okay. So let's modify the advice. Run in zigzags, but don't, like, pick, like, a final destination and zigzag to there. Because then the gator is just going to meet you there when you're... You know what I mean?
Yeah, if anything, you should run in maybe, like, a parabola or, like, a regular curve.
Oh, yeah. Like angle your run, basically.
Maybe.
Is what you're saying.
I don't know. I would just run in the opposite direction, personally.
Yeah, I don't think zigzags would work super well.
Yeah, gators are really lazy. They won't chase you.
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, if it's chasing you and you zig to the right, let's say, he's not going to, like, be able to turn to the right. So he's just going to wait for you to zig back to the left. And then he's going to get you. You know what I mean? Like, if they're smart, which they're not dumb. They're not really smart, but they're not, like... They're too lazy to, like, chase you all the way. So, like, he's just going to wait till you zig back into his direction. And then, So I don't know how useful zigzag is after you analyze that.
Yeah. If you're being chased by a gator, chances are you did something really stupid.
You, like, threw something at it or something like that?
Yeah, like, they should never chase you. They're not really aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, they'll...
Not Florida alligators, though.
I guess that's true. Maybe in Australia, right?
Yeah. They've got crocodiles. I've heard those are very aggressive.
And they'll get you.
Yeah.
Maybe zigzag works on crocodiles.
I've never tested it.
I'm going to Google this. Crocodile.
Zigzag.
Run in a zigzag if chased... Oh, Mythbusters did it. They tried this. Busted.
Does it say their conclusion?
Yeah, it says it was busted.
Okay, yeah. Don't run in zigzags. Just run.
Yeah, and they say that crocodiles rarely attack from land. They prefer to ambush. They did one on poolside. Oh, it didn't even want to chase him.
Yeah. That's pretty consistent with my experience with gators.
So, like, if it gets you originally, you die.
Yeah.
But if you like outrun his, like, first basically lunge at you, you're gonna be good. So, like, zigzag, it doesn't matter because if you're enough to, like, zigzag, you're out of harm's way already. You know what I
mean, you can zigzag if it'll make you feel better, but
you're, like, running away from an alligator that's just sitting there, like, he doesn't care anymore.
You're running in zigzags, and you're like
this is what they told me to do growing up.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Yeah. No, that would be a bad thing if that's what you did on an alligator attack. You, like, get him confused. You're like, was it zigzag or stop, drop, and roll? One of them is fire and one of them is alligator. And then, like, you get attacked by an alligator and you're like, stop, drop, and roll. And that just makes them eat you easier.
Yes.
Basically. Wouldn't it be funny if you got that confused, like, as you're on fire? And
running zigzags. Well, I mean, because it would be really stressful being on fire. You could easily get those two things mixed up.
I would. I'd be like, shit, I forget which one it is. One of them's zigzags and one of them's stop, drop, and roll. I think I'm going to do zigzags. That kind of makes sense. Right?
Try to combine them. Like
roll in zigzags.
Yes. Right? That way you've got all your bases covered.
Yeah. In case of emergency, roll in zigzag formation.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, last animal story. This one's really weird. So, this teenager in New Zealand. Why are all our stories from that area of the world? You know, we're always Australia, New Zealand.
I heard there's no snakes in New Zealand. I don't know if that's true, though.
I doubt that's true.
Yeah.
So she wanted a pony. You know, she's some 18-year-old girl wanted a pony, which is a normal thing to do. But she was denied. Her parents were like, "No, you can't have a pony." So instead, she decided to have a cow as a pet,
Okay.
but ride it like a pony.
So why did they let her get a cow and not a horse?
They don't really explain that part of the story.
That's weird.
The reason is because it would make the news if she was riding a cow. No, I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know if
Yeah.
that's actually true.
So she rides. She bought it like a saddle.
Yeah, she rides this thing. I could see there's pictures of her riding this cow. And she's jumping over like a tree thing.
I didn't know you could do that with a cow.
Yeah, I'm checking it out right now. The cow's name is Lilac.
Lilac. That's a cool name. That's that poison from Jurassic Park that the Triceratops eats.
Is that true?
It is true.
This cow can jump pretty good. I'm surprised.
I mean, they are really big, muscular creatures.
I mean, it's kind of fat. It looks like
Yeah.
it's having a lot of trouble with one of these. I don't. It's just a still motion. I can't tell if it's leaping over this tree stump or if it's kind of slowly crawling over it.
Yeah. Very
It could be
reluctantly.
both. It could be one of them, but I can't really tell. It might just be crawling over it. Actually, I don't know if cows can jump that high.
It's a black and white cow, though, right? It's
No, it's not a moo cow.
Okay.
It's a brown cow.
A brown cow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Would you ever ride a cow?
I would.
You would try it?
Yeah, I'd give it a shot. I mean, it's not like a bull, is it? I probably wouldn't ride a bull.
No. It looks like a female cow.
Yeah,
I can see udders there. So
They're just kind of lazy and,
yeah.
mosey about and eat their grass. I'd
can-
hop on one's back.
And they can jump over tree stumps apparently pretty well, surprisingly.
That is surprising. It's surprising that she got the cow to do that.
It's surprising that her parents were like, "No, you can't have a pony, but you can have a cow,
And
I
you
don't
can
know
ride
why.
it.
and we'll let you ride it." I don't understand. Wow, and apparently the cow didn't have any training either.
So she just
She
got
jumped on
the
the cow at 6 months when the cow was 6 months old, and away they went, and then
the rest is history.
the rest is history. It's 6 years later, and now this cow's a pro horse cow. Okay.
Pro horse cow.
That could be a new Olympic sport, though. Right?
Cow riding?
Yeah, cow riding. It's like
Dressage.
what's
With a cow.
dressage? What's
That's
that?
that's the horse dancing sport.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
I was more thinking of what's an analog. So horse racing is the tennis, and cows the table tennis version. No,
Yeah.
no, that's not very good. Okay.
There's more technique in cow riding. It's the ultimate technique sport. It requires more finesse than horse riding.
It's slower and more technical.
Yes.
I love that analogy. See, that's exactly what I was going for with the ping pong analogy.
No, I know what you mean.
It's more technique. You get really good at it.
Yeah.
The really good jockeys, once they get once they reach their peak at horse racing, they can't do any better. They
Right.
they basically switched to cow because
Yeah.
it's more technical.
And you can continue doing that at an older age. When
Right,
you're not
it's
necessarily
the
as
senior
athletic.
tour with golf,
Yeah.
They're not necessarily worse, they're just it's way more technical.
It's a different skill set.
It's a different it's a different sport.
Yeah.
What would the sport analogy? Is it tennis and table tennis? I don't know.
I don't know if that's the perfect one, but it makes sense in my mind.
Maybe it's hockey and air hockey.
I can see it.
But yeah, one's way more technical and not fun to watch at all. But all the old pros graduate to that eventually.
Maybe
Technical
it's
cow
okay.
racing.
What is the extreme version of curling?
I don't
'Cause
think
curling
there's an
would be
extreme
the
version
cow
of
one.
Curling, the extreme version would be ice hockey, I think.
Okay, yeah. So it's like hockey and curling.
All right, fair enough, I guess. No,
I think
Curling-
table tennis and tennis is the best
Yeah, I
one.
think that's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's very technique and the other's more athletic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of technique you would use for cow riding, but
I don't either.
but I'm not a pro. So.
You're not a pro cow rider. I just imagine it being more technical than horse racing. Because, like, horses, like, you have to tell them what to do. Like, you have to, like, guide them a little, but they know what to do, generally.
Yeah.
Right? They're like, oh, okay, there's a thing, I need to jump. Or, like, oh, there's, like, a left or right turn, I need to turn. Or, like, oh, there's a straightaway, I need to go fast. You know, like, they have a general idea of, like, what to do, because they're horses. Yeah. Cows, I imagine they're like, what the hell is happening right now? Like,
I don't know what to do.
Why is there a human on my back? Like, what is going on right now? You know, and so you have to be like, you know, you probably have to have, like, these special cow maneuvers that you use with your, like, you know, communication with your, like, feet to the cow and be like, hey.
And with your voice.
Yeah. Like, jump over this thing or, you know, turn here or whatever. And the cow's like, you know.
Yes.
You know, it's more of like a wild animal. You don't really know what it's going to do. So, I don't know.
More skill to control it.
It's the more technical sport.
Yeah.
I would watch that, though.
I would.
I feel like there'd be a lot of, like, safety concerns with that sport. Because cows are a lot bigger than horses.
They're a lot bigger, but they also don't move very fast.
That's true. You should have ample time to, like, get out of the way.
Yeah. I mean, a bull, though, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess cows could be pretty powerful if they wanted to.
Bulls, we already have a sport for bulls, right?
Yes.
The bull riding. Which is, that's its own thing.
Yeah.
That's like they get angry and you have to hold on. Cow is like, that's more elegant, you know?
Yeah.
That's the classier version of bull riding. You know?
It's like figure skating versus ice hockey, right?
Yes, exactly. See, I like how we're using these analogies.
Yes.
Yes, bull riding is ice hockey, and cow riding is figure skating. Exactly. It uses a similar skill set, but...
But it's
This is a weird...
It's more between you and the cow.
You have to communicate. You have to, like, have a bond with the cow.
It's like it's a dance almost, right?
with the
cow riding.
You're like partners in the dance.
Yes.
And you're the lead, and the cow is following your lead.
Yeah, and they dress up the cows in special
cow I like it.
outfits.
Yeah. Oh, like kind of like ice skating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they give you a score based on your technical.
Well, I mean, they do that in like the horse thing too, right?
Yeah.
You know, they give you a score. There's like judges.
Yeah. Except in the cow riding, you get a song, just like in figure skating. You get to make your own like classical music song that you ride your cow to.
Your own. Well, because it's because it's slower than the regular horse. Like I don't know what they call that. It's not racing, but like the technical like trick stuff that they do or whatever.
Yeah.
So the cow version is a lot more slower paced. Mm-hmm. So in order to make it more interesting, they back it to music.
Yes.
To make it more give it a whole air of things. And so when you do in your routine on the cow, you're playing some like some Bach song or something.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right? And you end your set with like, I don't know, a big leap over a shrub.
And then you bow.
And then your cow and you bow at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, I like the sport. Cow riding.
Yeah, that girl's a pioneer for sure.
She is. And in like 10 years is going to be a new Olympic sport. And we'll have predicted it right here on the TIMEBAT show, as we predict everything else.
Yes.
Apparently. Do you want to get into some questions?
I am prepared for some questions, if you are.
I'm totally prepared. Do you have any good ones off the top of your head? I have 6 really bad questions for you.
I have about the same. So my first question comes from Ask Reddit.
Okay.
How did you celebrated Christmas this year?
How did I celebrated Christmas this year?
Yeah, how'd you do it?
I
We kind of did the same thing, didn't we?
We kind of did, yeah. You were at
Yeah.
my house. We didn't really celebrate it all that much, though. But that's okay. I mean, kind of.
We
right?
sort of did. Everybody
Sort of
brought
did.
some food, and we played some board games.
And we ate food. Yeah.
Listened to some music. And
And that was it.
that was really it. That's how we celebrated Christmas.
Celebrated it, right?
Yes.
Celebrated it. What is the weirdest Christmas you've ever had?
All of mine are pretty
Normal?
not that weird, honestly. We usually just get together with family.
Well, what
and I
about like a
have
holiday? It doesn't have to be Christmas.
a weird holiday?
Yeah.
Do you
Like
have one in mind?
I feel like I had like a Thanksgiving where I was like out of town and my family didn't have Thanksgiving dinner because we were like out of town for some reason. But we weren't like seeing family. We were like doing a road trip or something. I don't really remember. I was
Okay.
young. And we went to some like restaurant for Thanksgiving. But like
Was it-
we had what?
What kind of restaurant was it?
I think it was supposed to like be like, oh, you have a reservation, like it's going to be a Thanksgiving kind of meal, but like it wasn't at all. Like there wasn't turkey. It wasn't like Chinese or anything, but like I remember eating like beef or something, and I was like, why am I eating this on Thanksgiving? Like it was very confusing. Oh, and there's like nobody else at the restaurant, so it's like extra weird.
Yeah, that
So
is
I-
weird.
I kind of feel like my parents were like, oh yeah, we have a reservation at this nice place for Thanksgiving. But in reality, what happened is like, oh, we didn't do anything, but we'll pretend that we are doing something, and we'll go to this random restaurant we found on the side of the road that like has food or whatever. I don't know. It was odd.
I think this Christmas might be the weirdest holiday I've ever had because on Christmas Eve, you and me and my sister and we all hung out and did that thing. But on Christmas Day, I was actually at the airport.
The airport, yeah. You were at the
So
airport.
I got to see all of the weirdness that is Christmas Day at the airport.
Was there anyone at the airport?
Yeah, there were people. Most
Were
of
they-
them were asleep on the floor.
Yeah. Were there weird people there?
Yes. there were.
That's all you need to say? That's all you're going to say? There were weird people. Period.
I can confirm that there were.
Okay, fair enough. So, like, did you feel like you were weird traveling on Christmas Day?
I did. I don't know. Nobody was together with anyone. It was all individual people like me at the airport.
Yeah.
And they were all doing kind of sad stuff for Christmas.
Like what? Give me an
Like laying
example.
on the ground at the airport. Or like sitting at the bar alone drinking.
You should have walked up to a man on like the ground laying and been
Merry
like, "Merry Christmas."
Or there were like the TSA people that kind of have to work on Christmas, and
That sucks.
yeah, I kind of felt I said Merry Christmas to them because I was like, I'm sorry you have to work.
This sounds like a perfect opportunity to make a bunch of new friends. To me, I mean, I would never do it, but like this is the perfect this is the perfect opportunity, right?
I mean, I talked to the people that were employed and working, but I stayed away from
No,
people.
I'm talking about the floor people.
Just wake them up and be like, hey,
Let's talk.
I
No,
can see
like-
that you're in the same situation as
That's
me.
me. Yeah, let's have a discussion. No, I'm serious though. Like, this sounds like a movie or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're at the airport for Christmas. Nobody you know is around, but there's all these other people at the airport for Christmas. Mm-hmm. Like, you find the common ground of being at the airport for Christmas, and you like find out their life story at the airport for Christmas.
I think most of them just wanted to be left alone.
And
judging
the movie is called The Airport for Christmas.
Being at the airport for Christmas.
Being at the airport for Christmas. It's just like a series of like montages. Or what's the word I'm thinking of? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like short scenes, and you just go and meet random airport people that are
Yeah,
there. for
actually, that
Christmas.
would be a really good Bill Murray drama.
Wouldn't it be?
Just him walking around the airport,
Meeting
being alone
that are
on
there at Christmas, and he's wearing a Santa hat,
Yeah, and he kind of has that depressed Bill Murray look on his face the whole time,
yep. And he's like meeting all the people at the airport for Christmas,
and
like,
hearing their story.
Yeah, and figuring out why they're at the airport for Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, like why are you here?
And some of them have really interesting stories, and it's not just because airfare was a lot cheaper.
Yeah, some of them it's like, literally like, oh, what is the weird? Okay, let's dive into this because why do you think? Okay, obviously the obvious answer is I'm at the airport on Christmas because it's a lot cheaper to fly on Christmas Day than it is any other day. But what could you imagine another reason is that you're at the airport for Christmas?
Maybe one of the people is super paranoid about planes crashing or terrorism, and they figure that if there were going to be some sort of incident, it would be when the airport is crowded.
It would be like the day after Christmas.
Yeah, it'll be the day after.
That's actually
so maybe there's like a paranoid conspiracy person, or maybe someone like broke up with their significant other. Like they went and visited.
That's depressing.
Yeah, I mean, none of these would be happy stories.
No, I know. Yeah, like they went to see them for Christmas,
right?
And then they broke up, and then they flew back. They decided to fly back a day earlier or whatever.
Yeah, by themselves.
Wow, that's super depressing.
Why'd they break up?
Because they forgot to buy them a Christmas gift.
I don't think that's a reason to break up with.
Maybe
their Christmas gift was really offensive.
It's like really bad.
Yes.
What would be offensive enough to break up with someone on Christmas?
It would.
I can't think of anything. It would have to be real offensive,
real bad,
like really bad. I don't know.
Maybe so we're talking about the Bill Murray movie. Yes. Maybe in the movie the guy doesn't want to say what the gift is. He just leaves it up to your imagination. He's like, I don't want to say. In retrospect, it was not a good gift.
It was a bad idea. And Bill Murray's like, okay,
I'll take your word for it.
I feel like this could have been a movie made. I don't know if it would be made today, but it could have been made like the 1980s or something like that.
It would have been a good Christmas movie.
It's very depressing, kind of dark.
It could. Movie. It wouldn't even have to just be Bill Murray too. You could have all those other kind of really good drama actors like Tom Hanks.
It can be an ensemble cast.
Yeah, like Best in Show. It's kind of like that.
But like Bill Murray is in the movie the most. But then everyone else is like just these one-off characters that are only in the movie for like a couple minutes.
Right.
And he's meeting them, and then they're like, "Hey, you know what I mean?"
This is why I'm in the airport.
Christmas at the airport.
Yeah.
What airport would it be?
The worst one.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because it's really big.
It's at the Atlanta airport, and some of the scenes are in the trains that you have to take from terminal to terminal.
Yes, good one.
And you get lost on those because they're not labeled well.
Right. Yeah. And Bill Murray thinks his flight is at some gate, but then he discovers halfway that his flight's at another gate, so he has to go to the other side of the airport.
And then they switch it, and he has to go back to the original one.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how he meets so many people.
Yeah.
And he goes to every bar in the airport.
Yeah.
I can imagine this movie forming in my head right now.
So can I.
I would watch that.
So would I. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Lost in Translation, except
at an airport.
Christmas at the airport.
Is Scarlett Johansson in it though? Yes.
I mean, sure.
Maybe she's the girlfriend that he broke up with.
That would be good. And then Bill Murray gets together with her.
What? Wait. Oh, okay. I get it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the movie, she comes back to be like, "I'm sorry, I broke up with you over a Christmas present." And then Bill Murray's like, "Hey."
Okay, so the guy, the lonely guy at the airport that's there because he broke up, he can be the stereotypical downtrodden character that everything bad happens to throughout the movie.
Right, sure.
So his girlfriend breaks up with him, and then while he's in the airport, he's sleeping on the ground, and someone TSA is "Excuse me, sir, you need to get up and sit in this really uncomfortable chair."
Right.
And then maybe someone spills something on him, and there's
coffee.
Yeah.
Yes. And he loses his Christmas gift or something.
Yeah. And he loses his luggage.
Yes. And he has to go through all the security screenings.
Yes.
He gets patted down 8 times or something like that. And they're like, "We're not sure if you're, That's That's how the movie opens. It's him going through security.
Yeah.
He's not the main character, but you just like he's kind of like you see him like off to the side. Mm-hmm. You're tracking Bill Murray as he's entering the airport, but like you see the other character in the background going through all this crappy security stuff.
Yeah.
Like you got randomly selected for pat downs, and then you like later you see him like in the interrogation room, and they're like grilling him.
Sir, we're gonna need to do a cavity search.
Right, exactly. So this is happening to him constantly.
Yeah.
Then someone spills coffee on him, and then like he loses his wallet, and then he loses his luggage. And
then, he loses his ID, and he
yes.
can't board his flight.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
I like this really depressing Christmas movie.
So do I. But there's comedy there too.
No, I know. It's like an upbeat kind of. Well, it's not really upbeat.
It's like upbeat, depressing stuff.
So Christmas at the Airport, is that its title?
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. It's good. Okay, do you want me to jump into something here?
Okay, yeah, I forgot we were doing questions for a second.
No, it's fine. I like the Airport for Christmas. That's an interesting movie idea. So, what's a sensation that you are unsure that other people experience? Like, do you have any sensation that you get that you don't know if everyone else gets?
I'm not sure.
I have one off the top of my head.
Okay, what is it?
It's going to sound really weird.
Okay.
So bear with me, okay?
I will.
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm not sure, but go ahead.
You're not. Okay, I'm going to start talking, and you're going to be like, this is really weird. But it's going to get normal. It's going to normalize afterwards, okay?
Okay, sure.
That was a hell of a way to introduce this.
I like the disclaimer, though. That's
okay. So sometimes when I use the restroom,
good.
Number one, pee, right?
Yes.
When I'm taking a piss. You take a piss, and then you zip up, and you're done, and then you wash your hands or whatever, right?
Yes.
Sometimes near the end of the
deed.
The deed. And this is the water deed, right?
Yes. Okay, so we're clear.
Clearing that up. Okay, I'm done. So at the end of it, sometimes I get like this shivery kind of feeling, and my body literally just like shakes for like a split second.
Would you describe that as a pleasant feeling?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't describe it as like an unpleasant feeling. It's like neutral. I wouldn't like want it to happen to me. It's so randomly, because it's weird. It's almost like, I don't know. It's almost like I get cold for like a split second, and it's like, ooh.
I know what you're talking about. I get that too sometimes.
No, you don't. You really?
I totally do. Yeah, everybody gets that.
Really? Is this a real thing?
Yeah. Haven't you ever seen a urinal scene in a movie when someone's zipping up and they kind of like shake for no reason?
They're trying to get all the urine out of their. This is good.
Is that really?
Yes, that's what they're doing. I think in the movies, they're trying to like loosen it all up so it doesn't go into their pants.
Yes.
I'm glad we're having this conversation.
Yes. No, I think that's a normal feeling.
Really?
I do think so.
Are you sure?
Certain. I mean, we could just be weird, but I know what you're talking about. So
you actually have experienced this sensation before?
Yeah, I would describe it as a good feeling. Like it's a pleasant shiver. Like ooh.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if I would go that way.
Right?
I don't know if I'd go like, ooh, that was nice. I would describe it as like, it's what? Go ahead.
Okay, how about this? It's more likely to happen after a large.
Yeah. Yes.
After a long.
Emptying your bladder for a long time.
From being very full.
Yes, like an extended.
Yes.
Session of urination.
Yes. So yeah, it's a pleasant feeling. It's like, oh yeah, that feels good to not be carrying around so much urine in my bladder anymore.
Yeah, but that's a different thing though, right? This is like you're literally like shivery for a second. I don't know.
It feels good. Know. It feels good.
All right, we'll go with that, I guess.
So yeah, that might be really weird. We might have just made people really uncomfortable.
It is really weird, right?
It is weird.
Yeah, it's totally weird. It's not. I don't know if it's that weird, but It seems weird to me.
Yeah.
Do you have any stuff like that or no?
I'm sure I do. Okay,
Not off the
so
top of your head.
if in the center of your head,
Yeah.
like in the center of your forehead,
Uh-huh.
if you hold like a pen up to it, do you feel anything weird?
A pen?
Yeah,
like hold it up to my head?
Yeah, like right in the center of your
Do I
forehead.
touch it to my head or no?
Like right before it's about to touch.
Yeah, it's like a
I get a weird kind of, and it only happens there. If I do it like on the side of my head, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's like a magnet or something.
Yeah, it's like an impending, like, don't do that.
It's like magnetic or something.
Yeah.
Like
there's like a weird pressure.
Away, yeah. Mm-hmm. That is weird. It's like, don't you stab yourself in the
That's
forehead.
not a good spot to do that.
Like choose another location to stab yourself in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
That's a weird sensation.
Sometimes when I'm like falling asleep, I'll like, I feel like other people get this too though. Mm-hmm. I'll like think I'm falling, and then I'll like wake up really fast. You get that, right?
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Everyone gets that. So that's like a pretty common one. I'm pretty sure most people get. But then I have another one that I get when I'm falling asleep. Mm-hmm. Okay, sometimes I'm falling asleep and I feel like the world around me is like shrinking or expanding. Yeah.
I don't get that.
But it's not like a hallucination. My eyes are closed, right?
Right.
But I just feel like everything's getting smaller or larger. Like I don't see it shrink. I just feel like
I get like spinning or disorientation sometimes.
Yeah.
If I'm really tired and I'm trying to fall asleep, I can get like a dizzy kind of vertigo feeling.
That's weird.
But no, never shrinking or expanding. That's kind of strange.
Isn't that weird? All right, I'm done with this. This is a weird question.
Okay.
Okay, this is a good one. So let's say you go to sleep tonight. You wake up tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Look out your window, and the sky is filled with alien spacecraft. Okay.
Okay.
What is the first thing you do? Like first thing. Probably like check your phone, or whatever.
Actually, I would probably go outside first.
You would go outside
Yeah.
to see if the aliens like kill you immediately.
No, just to get a closer look. Just to be like, wow, those.
So what's your next?
Them some aliens.
Them's the aliens. So what do you do next? Like, what's your course of action? Like your first, like 5 hours of your day.
All right, so I probably wouldn't go to work.
That's probably a good call.
Yeah, I'd probably turn on my computer, look at the news,
browse Reddit
social
for
media,
5
the
hours and
news.
wait for the end to happen.
I mean, it might not be the end. They might just be hanging out.
So you just literally like chill. You'd be like, this doesn't mean anything. You wouldn't go anywhere or anything like that.
I would call my family, probably be like, hey, you guys
Have you seen the aliens?
have you seen the saucers? Like,
They're pretty cool, right? Have you seen Arrival?
no.
Okay. It's a movie that came out like a month ago.
Is that sort of a situation that happens in that movie?
Yeah, aliens come down and then they have to like talk to them. But it's less. There's less focus on like what happens in the first. It's more of like communicating with them. It's less. They don't show a lot of like what people do immediately after the aliens come.
Yeah, I would be. I don't know. I would really just go outside, stare, be very excited and scared at the same time,
And then get murdered by the aliens.
and
Like, they blast
probably
you.
get murdered. Yeah.
No, they probably wouldn't kill you.
I don't know.
What
They
if
might.
just what?
They might be killing other people, and I might have a chance to hide or
if
something.
that happens, then it's obvious you need to get somewhere safe. But if they're just chilling, hovering there, like you could either chill or you could try to get somewhere safe too. I don't know.
I would probably chill because nowhere is safe if they have interplanetary technology.
That's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother trying to
Yeah,
prepare or
yeah.
go hide.
You're just dead. Well,
Yeah.
or like it is what it is. Like
Yeah,
either
like if they
kill
want
you or
to
don't.
kill us all, we're all dead. Like,
Or if they don't, then just chill out.
then yeah, enjoy the moment.
Enjoy the aliens. Enjoy
Yeah.
first contact with the aliens.
I would try to wait. No, I don't know if I would wave at them.
You wave like
I don't know if I would do that.
Remember at Independence Day when they all go up to the building, and then the thing opens and then it explodes everybody. Remember that?
Yeah,
But they're
I
like,
do.
"Hi, aliens!" You would be that guy. You'd be going up.
I mean, if there were signs of that Independence Day scenario happening, like they were opening their ship and the glowing light was coming down, I would probably run. Like, honestly.
But you would ever go? Would you ever go to a group of people that are like,
oh hell
waving
no.
at it and be like, hey?
The last thing I would do is go to where there are people.
Yeah, because you know that's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
Like in War of the Worlds, right? Like people are pretty
Tom
shitty
Cruise?
in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, like people would be freaking out.
And they'd like try to steal your car and
yeah, there would be widespread looting. There would be
it'd be bad.
Hysteria.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have another question?
The last thing you bought is now your product. What is your business slogan?
My What do you mean my product?
So the last thing you purchased, you're now the owner of that.
God.
Intellectual property. What is your business slogan?
I had Arby's for lunch today.
What's your business slogan?
So I'm Arby's. Like I own Arby's.
Yeah, you're Arby's.
I'm the CEO of Arby's, right? Is that
Yes.
what's basically happening?
That's what's happening.
What is my slogan for Arby's? Well, their slogan used to be I'm thinking Arby's, right?
Yes.
But now I feel like it's not, I don't know. They've lost their original, you know what I mean? They lost their way at some point. Arby's did.
Could your slogan be, I'm feeling regret?
Why did I go to Arby's? That's the slogan. Like, why did I go to Arby's today? Why am I thinking Arby's?
That's a good slogan.
Yeah, that would be my slogan.
Why was I thinking Arby's?
Why was I thinking Arby's? I feel like no one would go to Arby's then. But, you know.
They probably, I mean, because that's how people feel anyway, right?
I feel like some millennials would go to Arby's because they'd be like, oh, that's ironic. You know?
Yeah.
Like, ooh, yeah, they know they're bad.
I'm going to go eat their food. I would eat at Arby's more if that was their slogan.
If their slogan was, why did I...
Why was I thinking Arby's?
Why was I thinking Arby's? Like, with a question mark, like two question marks at the end. Like,
No, okay. You know, like the shrug emote? That's their logo.
That's like, their logo. Like,
why?
I don't know. Whatever. Oh, no, I got it. Okay. So it's why was I thinking Arby's? Mm-hmm. But then, you know, their logo currently is the hat, the Arby's hat.
Right.
It's the shrug emote with the Arby's hat on.
Yes. And it's like it has an emoji face on the hat.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like shrugging and he's wearing the Arby's hat.
Why?
Why was I thinking Arby's? And that's like their new brand.
It's just this ironic, self-depreciating humor.
Exactly. And I feel like people would be like, aha, why was I thinking Arby's? And then they're like, wait, I am thinking Arby's. I'm going to go to Arby's.
Yeah.
And then they have like this whole Twitter campaigin where like after you eat at Arby's, you post with the hashtag, why was I thinking Arby's?
Yeah, and you're frowning and shrugging.
Yeah,
like,
and you
why?
tell everyone how like bad the food was. Like, I got a beef and cheddar today. It was really disappointing. Why was I thinking Arby's?
I feel gross and embarrassed.
Because the thing about Arby's is, like, sometimes I, like, want Arby's, but then I'll go there and I'll eat it and I'll be like, why did I want to eat this? Like, it's never that good. But I think the idea of Arby's is, like, good, you know?
Yes.
Like, you feel like, oh, that sounds good. And then you eat it and you're like, why did I want that again? I don't remember.
That's perfect.
So, yeah, you have, like, the hashtag campaign afterwards.
Yeah.
Why was I thinking Arby's? I don't know. You know? Or you, like, get one of their, you know, like, their milkshakes or something that are also bad. And then you're like, that was a really disgusting milkshake. Why was I thinking Arby's? There you go. What was the last thing you purchased?
Civilization 5.
Oh, so you own Civilization 5 now.
Yeah, it was like 90% off for the winter sale.
Wow, really?
Yeah. It's
Is
the
it
complete
still off?
Yeah, it's the complete set too. You get all the DLC.
I need to get that then.
Yeah, it's really fun.
What's your slogan real quick for Civilization 5? You don't have one.
I don't think I have one. I was thinking about doing something funny with Sid Meier's name. Like, you know how he puts his name in front of all of his games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sid Meier's Civilization. Arby's presents
Sid Meier's Civilization 5.
Arby's presents Sid Meier's Civilization 5.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be funny if Arby's bought like a video game studio?
And so this happened a lot when we were kids. Video game studios would buy developers and they would make games based off. Like, do you remember the Pepsi game where you're the red dot?
It was a 7-Up game.
Yeah, 7-Up.
Yeah, 7-Up, yeah.
Oh, that game was so bad, but I rented it anyway.
Yeah, so like Arby's could buy like
Sid Meier.
The people who make buy Sid Meier. They buy Sid Meier. Sid Meier is like the what's the guy that does all the Sid Meier's like the Tom Clancy of video games.
Yeah.
He just puts his name on anything. Anyway, so Arby's buys the Sid Meier developers. I think it's Firaxis or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just make a bunch of games. They're basically the games they've made, just like they're skinned in like an Arby's kind of way, right? So like instead of Civilization, it's like I don't know. It's like
restaurant chain manager.
Restaurant Civilization, yeah. And like Arby's is America, obviously.
Yes.
And then like Mexico is Taco Bell.
That is great. That is good.
and then China is McDonald's, I think, because I think China has more McDonald's than anywhere else in the world.
Probably.
Right? Something like that. So China's McDonald's.
Italy is Pizza Hut.
Italy is Pizza Hut. And then the UK is like, what's that fish place that's really bad?
Wait. Long John Silver's.
Yes, that's it. The UK's Long John Silver's. And then Australia is Outback, even though that's not fast food. Damn, that doesn't work. What would Australia be? Burger
Burger King, that's terrible. No one wants to be Burger King.
No. Wendy's. Australia's Wendy's. I don't know why. But
that works.
Anyway, so like you have Civilization, and all the countries are fast food restaurants, and then it's basically the exact same as Civilization. But then you know how like in Civ, like if you go to a country and try to like ally with them, you'll talk to their leader or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you go to India and like it's Gandhi, or you go to like Britain and it's like Churchill or something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But like in this, you go to the country, which is the fast food restaurant, and then you're talking to like their like mascot.
Yeah, you're talking to Wendy.
Or like Ronald McDonald.
Yes.
Or whatever. Or the Arby's shrug guy with the hat. You know?
Yeah.
You're talking to them. And then at Chick-fil-A, you're talking to like one of the cows, you know, the dumb cows or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Civilization food is what it would be.
That's perfect.
Civilization food.
Do you want to do
Sid Meier's presents Civilization food? Do you want to do what?
Do you want to do one more question?
And then get into trivia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. Do you have a good one?
Let me see if you have a really good one, then go ahead and go. But I'm trying to.
I have all quick and bad ones.
Let's save a quick and bad one for the last, like the very end of the episode.
Okay.
All right. What is the creepiest way to ask someone out?
Ooh.
You go up and you say, "I'm thinking Arby's."
I can't top that.
No.
You could.
This way.
I don't know. I feel like Reddit would be a really good place to, like, just go to the relationship advice section and look at
and don't do that.
Yeah, and just don't do anything you see on the internet.
Do that. That's the way to creepy ask someone out.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Follow advice on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good idea, actually. Like, you walk up to the person, girl or guy, and then you say hi, and then they say hi, and then you immediately go to your phone, and you're on, like, one of those, like, chat things apps.
Good idea. You're in, like, the Reddit IRC.
Yeah. And then you're, like, you basically word for word say, okay, she said hello, what do I do next? And then they tell you. And then you just
perfect.
Follow their thing to a T.
Yes.
And she'd probably be done with you, like, immediately, almost. But, like, basically, you're collectively using the internet
To ask
figure
someone
what
out.
Yeah, and so like whatever she or he says, you just type that in, and you're like, okay, they said this. What do I do now?
And you have to say to her, "Excuse me, 1 second. I'm asking Reddit.
Right,
how
I'm
to ask you
asking
out."
Reddit what to do now. Like her name's Angela. Okay, what does that mean?
What does it mean?
What do I do? What's the play, guys? And you just follow that word for word.
Yes.
So there you go.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's really good. I like Arby's better, to be honest. Like you go up and you're like, hey,
I'm thinking Arby's.
I'm thinking Arby's. Right. And you like do a double eyebrow.
And then you wink.
Like, and then you wink. Do a double eyebrow kind of,
Yeah.
shrug, and then you wink.
Be like,
And then you
know what I
slowly
mean?
walk away. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have your hand. Oh, you slowly walk away, back's turned, right? You put your hand down, and then you do like the come hither kind of, like, like
Yes.
like motion, like back still turned, but you're doing it like behind your back, as to say like follow me to Arby's.
Because I'm thinking Arby's.
Yeah, this has to be like really late into the night. Like it's like 2 a.m. The bar's closing. You're hungry, and so is she or he.
Yeah.
And you're both thinking Arby's. So let's make the magic happen.
It's the start of something beautiful. And you have to say that. You have to say, let the magic happen.
You have to say basically what I just said word for word. That's what you do. All right. You wanna do trivia now?
Sure.
I have some good ones for you today.
Perfect.
But before we start, I'll just read you the categories real quick, okay?
Okay.
Today's categories are Australia, classic, video games, and bird.
Perfect.
Which is what we've been doing lately. I like those categories.
Yeah, it's my 3 favorite things.
So your choices for Lifeline today are 5-second Google, 10-second Bing, 30-second Yahoo, 50-50, Monty Hawlett, Phone a Friend, Ask a Rando, or Rhyme Time. You get to pick 3. What do you want?
Okay, I'm going to choose 30-second Yahoo, Monty Hall, and Ask a Rando.
It's exactly what you chose last time.
I think these are the best ones.
They are. Okay, are you ready for question number 1?
Yes.
Do you have a preference for order? I'm going to do Australia, video games, and then bird, if that's okay.
That is my preferred order.
Sounds perfect. All right, are you ready for question number 1?
Yes.
All right, question number 1. Australians hold the world record for which of the following amazing feats? Is it A, fastest beer bottle opening, B, largest Christmas cracker, C, most sheep sheared in 24 hours, or D, the largest chicken dance?
It could be any of those.
It could be any of those.
I'm going to Monty Hall it.
You're going to Monty Hall this one?
I'm choosing sheep shearing.
You're locking in sheep shear?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta consider what I want to do here. Okay. So I'm eliminating, since you're locking in sheep shearing, as one that can't be moved, right?
Yes.
The 2 that are getting eliminated are fastest beer bottle opening and largest chicken dance. So the 2 remaining are either Australia has the world record for the largest Christmas cracker or most sheep sheared in 24 hours.
The ones you eliminated are the ones I thought it was.
Well, that sucks for you.
I'm going to go with Christmas cracker. Final answer.
You're going to go with Christmas cracker?
Yep.
Christmas cracker is correct.
Yeah.
Wow, how did you know that?
I didn't.
I don't even know what a Christmas cracker is.
Neither do I. So my rationale was that there aren't really that many sheep in Australia.
Yeah,
because Australia's really hot. So I figured it's not that. So that's why I chose that to Monty Hall.
Christmas cracker sounds like a vaguely Britishy kind of thing.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, I guess they are sort of a British colony.
No, that's what I mean. Like, so
Yeah.
Australia might have their own weird Christmas cracker thing.
That makes sense. And they
Maybe
would
that's
want to
like-
have the biggest one.
Because they're Australia.
Yeah.
They're like the Texas of...
It's the way to be bigger than Britain at something.
Right. So, Christmas cracker, apparently, is also known as bonbons, are part of Christmas celebrations cardboard tube wrapper with a prize in the central chamber.
So it's a tube cracker?
No, it's not. It's like in a tube.
Oh.
I don't even know if there's a cracker in there. That's weird. I don't even know if there's food in there.
There's a prize.
Why is it called a Christmas cracker? If you're from Australia, please explain what the hell a Christmas cracker is.
Maybe you crack it open to get the prize.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Still
We probably
weird.
have it totally wrong.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Nope.
If you know what a Christmas cracker is and you're Australian, please email us at contact@timebatshow.com and tell us what a Christmas cracker is, please. All right, are you ready for the next question?
I'm ready.
All right, this is video games. Sonic the Hedgehog originally had a human girlfriend in his original concept.
Oh, no.
Not in the original game. In the original concept, Sonic the Hedgehog had a human girlfriend. What was her name? Was it A, Janice, B, Madonna, C, Leslie, or D, Crystal?
I don't want any of these to be true.
I just have to give myself some credit for this. Aren't these like the perfect Sonic girlfriend names?
Oh, they're all so bad.
Aren't they great?
All right, can you say these again?
So, Sonic's original girlfriend, that's a human. A, Janice, B, Madonna, C, Leslie, or D, Crystal.
I'm going to have to do my Yahoo search.
You're going to Yahoo this? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get 30 seconds.
All right, tell me when to start.
Let me pull up my thing. Hold on a second. Timer. Not 2 minutes. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Save. I tell you, the Windows Timer app is just so bad. All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, I'm ready.
Remember, you can't be at Yahoo yet. You have to go. You have to type Yahoo in.
I will.
And enter. All right. I'm trusting you on this one. All right. I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, and then you're going to go, all right?
All right, sounds good.
3, 2, 1, and Yahoo.
Okay. Sonic's girlfriend.
I can hear your keyboard really loudly over there.
Sonic's girlfriend. It's not Amy.
Human girlfriend.
Human
girlfriend.
Sonic's human.
15 seconds left.
All right. Madonna.
10 seconds. 9, 8. Madonna, is that your final answer?
It can't be Madonna.
4, 3, 2, 1. What's your final answer?
I don't know if this is just a bad fan fiction about Madonna and
you
Sonic.
You have to say it right now.
Madonna.
That is correct.
No.
Yes, it is.
Why did you do this?
I love how you didn't know if it was a bad fan fiction or actually. Oh my god. Oh. So you just saw a website called like Sonic and Madonna or something?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, the funny thing is that I would believe that someone wrote a fan fiction about Sonic the Hedgehog and Madonna the singer.
There probably is.
Yeah, I do not doubt that, like, at all.
Okay. Well, for all I know, that is a fan fiction. Like,
maybe it was never real and someone wrote as a fan fiction and someone just thought it was actually Sonic's original human girlfriend.
I hope that's true.
I don't know.
Because I think Sonic's girlfriend, kind of in modern lore, is Amy Rose,
Right.
What
is she?
I was about to say her species. I don't know what she is.
She's not a hedgehog. She's like pink.
She's a...
She's a what? That's trivia question number 3. What species is Amy Rose? No, not really. I love how you know her last name somehow.
I mean, I played Sonic Adventure.
Okay, she is a hedgehog.
She doesn't look anything... They took some real creative liberties with hedgehogs.
According to the wiki, the Sonic wiki, she's an anthropomorphic hedgehog.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go. Are you ready for your final question?
I'm ready.
All right, the category is bird.
All right.
So the only lifeline you have left is Omegle, or Ascarando.
Yes. So pretty much I don't have any left.
So basically you're screwed.
Yes.
What is North America's heaviest bird? Is it A, the peregrine falcon, B, the trumpeter swan, C, the wandering albatross, or D, the ostrich?
I don't think there are any ostriches in America.
Okay.
I'm going to use Ascarando.
Let's do this.
All right, and I'm starting now. What is the heaviest bird in America?
I'll give you 2 minutes for this one. How you doing over there? How you holding?
Not good.
What do they got for you so far?
Heaviest bird in America.
Tell me what they're saying. What are they saying?
Hey there, 19/female, horny. What is the heaviest bird in America?
Maybe you should give them the options.
Okay.
It was falcon, peregrine falcon.
Okay, they're trying to send pictures. We're gonna need to move to someone.
of the largest bird? Are they trying to send pictures of the largest bird?
Oh, maybe it was the largest bird they were trying to send.
Maybe. You left before you could find out.
I just totally screwed myself.
I doubt there was anything so much.
Okay, this one said that she has pictures. I don't know what they're pictures of, but it might be
the largest bird in North America.
Okay, they want to chat with an external application, which is out of the question.
A, peregrine falcon, B, trumpeter swan, C, wandering albatross, or D, ostrich.
Swan, albatross, or...
Ostrich.
I think it's either the swan or the albatross.
Okay.
All of these are not good people.
You have 50 seconds left.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna work.
When does it ever work? Have you ever got the right answer from Omegle? Have you ever got the right answer from the service? So.
This person's like, hi.
30 seconds left.
Okay. I need to know what the heaviest bird in America is.
Maybe you should just ask, like, if you're between swan or albatross, just be like, hey, swan or albatross.
Is it a swan or an albatross?
10 seconds.
These people don't want to talk about birds, I'll tell you that much.
They want to talk about something else. 5,
All right,
4,
I'm screwed.
3, 2.
I'm going with the
1.
albatross.
You're going to go with the albatross?
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
Final answer.
Albatross is incorrect.
Damn it.
It was actually the trumpeter swan. The wandering albatross is not native to North America.
Okay.
So there you go. That sucks.
So it's 7-8. I think that's the cumulative score now.
I'm one up on you now.
I still have this random chat open. There's people talking to me. Okay.
Have they sent you a picture of the trumpeter swan yet?
No.
Like, let me send a picture of the trumpeter swan.
I have a feeling that's not what they wanted to send me a picture of.
Probably not. All right, well, should we end this episode with one final question? Do you have, like, a really good dumb one that you want to just give us at the end?
If you eat yourself, will you disappear or will you double in size?
Ooh, that's a great question. I don't know. I think you would definitely not double in size.
I think you would die.
For one. Part of you would disappear. I can tell you that much right now.
Would it really, though? Wouldn't it just go in you?
Yes,
like, it's the same amount of... Like, you would probably die faster than you could digest yourself.
Right. You would be bigger, though. Like, in one way, at least.
But smaller in another way.
Right, exactly. Like, if you ate your legs... This is weird. This is a great upbeat way to end the show. If you ate your legs, you would have no legs. You'd just be a torso, but your belly would be bigger because you just ate your legs.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll leave it with that.
This has been episode 16 of the TIMEBAT Show. I'm Time Aces.
And I'm Bat Snacks.
And remember, when you're... What's our phrase? Get it.
If you find yourself in a bind...
That's the wrong one. If you are feeling bad,
Do it like
do it
Dad.
like Dad. Take care, everyone, and good night.
Good night.